Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one and only Ricochet, and you are watching Morgan Richards Interviews.
Hey, I'm Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff, backstage here at the Downloads Festival. I'm joined now by none other than Mr. High Flying himself, the one and only Ricochet.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey man, how's things?
It's pretty good. This week it's been awesome.
Yeah, how are you enjoying your Downloads Festival experience so far?
It's my first one, but it's so cool so far. Like, I've saw a couple of bands that I've been wanting to see for a while. So, and there's some today I'm going to see, some tomorrow I'm going to see. So okay. I'm excited.
So what bands are those?
Yesterday I saw Dragon Force, which was just insane, like the craziest band maybe ever. And I saw CKY, which is like an old one that I haven't seen that I've wanted to see for a while. I saw Andrew WK, which was super fun. Like, he was so cool. And today, later on tonight, we're gonna go watch Guns N' Roses, which has been a long time fan, so that's gonna be awesome. And tomorrow there's like Ozzy, there's like Manson. I want to see Rise Against. There's a couple cool ones I want to see, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Ricochet, you're a man who's really made a career of making a name for yourself in pro wrestling over the last couple of years, providing 5-star moments and matches everywhere you've gone. Continuing this momentum now in NXT, before signing, were you kind of hesitant that maybe you'd have to do things a little bit differently, or were you just focused as just being the Ricochet you've always been?
That's obviously coming in, there were probably thoughts of like, okay, will I be able to be myself here? But since the day I stepped through the door, Hunter, Sean, Bloom, all the coaches, the writers, they've had no problem with me just being myself, doing what I do, you know what I mean? So that's been one of the coolest parts about being here, is not having to really change who I am to come here. Like, they still want me to be the same me that I was. Like, let me keep my name and everything. So it's been amazing, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I think, over the last couple of years, before signing to NXT, they were kind of told to leave what they've learned and who they've become at the door before becoming to the Performance Center. But for you, since training there and stuff, what's been some of the really things you've maybe learned differently or kind of seeing a different side to the business?
Yeah, definitely. After, like, just being around, like, Hunter and Sean and a lot of the coaches, even Scotty, like, I do look at it differently. I look at structure of the matches a lot differently. I look at, like, timing of things a lot differently. But it's good because all the things that I did learn on the indies, I can incorporate here. But each day I feel like I pick something new that I can incorporate in my matches now, which I think will not only help me have a longer career, but will make the match is a little more exciting, whether it not be a move, but whether it's a story or something like that. So I can't wait to just keep learning because it's awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. And of course, really, before you signed with NXT, you were a big star in Japan, and there was a lot of talk online about some of the moves of being a kind of a flip guy for kind of some of those old school veterans.
Yeah.
For you, was that was it a worrying thing hearing stuff like that, or were you just happy that people were talking about you in a so big environment?
No, not that I was worried. Again, I never got worried about that thing. Again, like I said, some people just aren't going to like it, you know what I mean? And I don't see there's any reason to change who I am just because a couple people whose maybe views are still a little more old school, you know, they haven't noticed that wrestling is kind of changing and more evolved now. But I mean, like, every single person here will have a different opinion on it. So I mean, it's just the way they see it. So I don't see me changing anything or even worrying about it, because if I worry about that, then I'm going to worry about everyone's single opinion on me, and I'm sure there's a lot more bad opinions probably than there are good. So yeah, I just got to stay myself, you know what I mean, and just do what I feel like I do best inside the ring.
And of course, and since signing via NXT, you've had a great storyline so far with Velveteen Dream that everyone's talking about. Do you think that's really been the perfect first thing for you to come in and do?
Yeah, well, other than the takeover that I did, New Orleans, because again, I got super lucky to be in that match with those guys to really showcase my abilities in the ring. And this, I think, is a perfect follow-up to showcase not only my abilities in the ring, because everyone knows Dream can go hard, you know what I mean? So not only a perfect case to show my in-ring abilities, but also a perfect case to show what I can do, like when it comes to promos or storytelling, which I really didn't get a chance to do on the indies. And honestly, like, I kind of surprised myself in a lot of these things. So I'm like, man, like, I didn't know that I could even have a story this good or be like this comfortable doing things like that. And again, maybe like I said earlier, maybe just being out, like, again, for me, being out there with Dream, maybe it makes me a little more comfortable because we just feed off each other a lot, like in the ring, out on the promo. So like, I think it is a pretty good, like, I've been so lucky to have this opportunity, so I'm just going to try to make the most of it.
And looking forward now, is there any kind of superstars you're looking at and thinking you'd love to have a storyline with them, or you could really picture a kind of great match happening?
That's the thing right now. There's so many. Like, I could pick you 5, like, whether it's Adam Cole, EC3, Alistair, you know what I mean, Johnny, Tommaso. Like, there's legit so many good people just stacked. Like, NXT is such a stacked roster right now. Not even just NXT, but main roster is a stacked roster. So, like, I feel like, especially after this, like, whatever direction we decide to go, I feel like we'll be good because everyone is so good.
Yeah, and as we're here in the UK, of course, there's a lot of attention lately with this United Kingdom tournament and the UK champion, Pete Dunne. What are your kind of thoughts as a kind of outsider from the UK looking into this division?
It's awesome. Because, as you know, like, I've been over here to England multiple times, countless times. So it's always been like kind of like a second home to me. And a lot of these guys are my friends already. So to see them get a chance, and everyone's just getting a chance to do what they do best on such a big scale, is awesome. And to see these guys go out there, like yesterday watching the show, like see Ligero, Travis Banks, some of these guys go out there and that I've known for a while and just have awesome matches in front of this crowd is amazing to me. And I hope that it continues. And I know that on June 19th, Royal Albert Hall is going to be a blast.
Yeah, fantastic. And with all that now, of course, you're going to be extremely busy, always on the road of NXT and tapings and everything else in between. But is there any little goals you're looking to set yourself forward now in the near future?
Honestly, just to continue learning, continue doing what we do best, like continue to grow NXT, because for me right now, it's my favorite brand in all of sports entertainment. I feel like it has the best collection of story, athletic ability, in-ring matches. So my goal really right now is to continue to grow that and get that as popular and get that out there as much as possible.
Okay, fantastic. Cheers, Ricochet.
Cheers, man. Thank you.